Dirty Sanchez. With the continued rise in transfer fees to stratospheric levels, one would think that newspapers hardly have to obscure the money involved. And yet, with players switching clubs for upwards of £100 million, they seem to think they must. Back in June of last year, it was Neil Custis of The Sun who reported that Manchester United's pursuit of Alvaro Morata could cost them a staggering £180 million. 1 month later, David Anderson and David McDonnell teamed up in the Daily Mirror to claim that the already huge £50 million Manchester City spent on Kyle Walker was actually a false fee. The real cost of signing Walker, they claimed, was £100 million. And so to Alexis Sanchez, for whom a reported £25 million January move does not include nearly enough numbers. Which is presumably why McDonnell is back in the Mirror, this time with Simon Mullock by his side, to report on Manchester United's £124 million hijack. Mirror Sport: a United £124 million hijack. Tomorrow's papers today: MCFCM UFC Sanchez pick. Twitter.com/Kuuri2me Neil Henderson at Hendopolis. January 11, 2018. Manchester United are trying to gazump Manchester City's bid to sign Alexis Sanchez. The article begins. Time to get at those calculators, folks. Jose Mourinho has entered the bidding, after learning that City are refusing to meet both Arsenal's £35 million asking price. So that's £35 million, and the striker's demand for a 3.5-year contract worth £400,000 a week. A 3.5-year contract equates to 182 weeks, £400,000 a week over 182 weeks equals £72.8 million. So some of the ropiest maths possible leaves us at £107.8 million so far. Sanchez also wants a £15 million signing on fee. £107.8 million plus £15 million equals £122.8 million. Which is a really terrible and transparent way of trying to say this will cost a lot of money and be not £124 million, which is what your back page claims. Who taught you that you round 122.8 up to 124? Also, if United do somehow sign Sanchez, will you report it as a club record fee? £124 million is more than the £89 million they paid for Pogba, who presumably receives no wages, after all. The Premier League leaders have balked at a deal that will cost them £124 million this month for a 29-year-old. Unless Manchester City are about to pay 3.5 years of wages up front to Sanchez, it absolutely would not cost them £124 million this month. That's just isn't how transfers work. Media Watch is just left wondering why the article was nowhere to be seen on the Mirror's football homepage as early as 10 a.m. Read more from Planet Sport as Dimitrov the Danger Man down under tennis 365. My neck, my back. Martin Samuel is here to brighten up a quiet Friday in the only way he can. As a result of making a complaint of racism against Roberto Firmino, Mason Holgate may be punished for posting homophobic tweets while still at school, he writes in his Daily Mail column. What a mess this has become. Why would any black man ever come forward again, if this is the way the process pans out? This is indeed the same Martin Samuel whose first reaction to Mason Holgate reporting an incident of alleged racism was to claim that his push on Firmino was no less a crime. By the final paragraph, Samuel writes that Holgate's violent push could have broken Firmino's back. Which, considering his article on Tuesday was headlined "Would the FA act on violence if Firmino had a broken neck?" is an impressive promotion. Mad Mario, enough about the Mail. What's the big news in the world of Mail online? Balotelli posts funny video undergoing physiotherapy very near his bum. https://t.co/ad9vr8gm4a Mail online. Sport at Mail Sport. January 11, 2018. Well, alright then. Singing the blues. Paul Merson is here with his Sky Sports predictions. On Chelsea v Leicester, he says, "Before I watched the Carabao Cup semi-final with Arsenal I would have said Chelsea would win this 3-0, but I'm not so sure now. They struggled in what was a poor game." Merce was so unimpressed that he downgrades his initial 3-0 win to a 2-0 win. Ouch. Magic Merson's obsessions with revels is well documented, but Media Watch is delighted at the return of one of his old catchphrases. Watford are on a glass mountain with moccasin slippers, January 12, 2018. It's so important Watford beat Leicester, because I think they could have ended up as one of those teams on a glass mountain with moccasin slippers on, January 1, 2018. Burnley need to win. They're on the old glass mountain with moccasin slippers on, April 4, 2017. There's always a team that slides down the league like they're on a glass mountain with moccasin slippers on and can't stop. Leicester are the ones for me, February 21, 2017. There's always one team who end up on the glass mountain with moccasin slippers on, and it could be Swansea, February 27, 2016. Swansea are on a glass mountain with slippers on and they can't stop sliding, January 14, 2016. There's always one team who end up on a glass mountain with a pair of slippers on, and this year it's Newcastle, May 8, 2015. Near the end of the season you always get one team that comes flying down the league on a glass mountain with a pair of slippers on, and Newcastle are the team at the moment, April 23, 2015. Hazard warning. Eden Hazard confirms he will sign new Chelsea deal, and reveals Thibaut Courtois is also in verge of extension, Daily Mirror. Chelsea star Eden Hazard confirms he will sign a new Blues deal, and teammate Thibaut Courtois is ready to sign a new £200,000 a week contract, Daily Mail. Eden Hazard confirms he will sign new Chelsea contract and confirms Thibaut Courtois will also agree new deal, The Independent. Eden Hazard says he will sign new Chelsea contract on one condition, Daily Express. Eden Hazard confirms he will sign new Chelsea contract amid Real Madrid transfer links, Metro. Eden Hazard says he will never leave Chelsea, plans to sign new deal, ESPN FC. Each story is based on Hazard talking to fans at an NBA game in London on Thursday. Each story takes Hazard's quotes at face value, which is terrible news for Manchester United, as this Independent headline from August 2016 proves. Paul Pogba, Manchester United target, tells Juventus fans he is staying with Serie A club. It's almost as if footballers don't expect their every single word to become breaking news. Crosswires. Sky's brilliant Gary Cottrell asks, if you were a player would you rather play for Jose or Pep? John Cross at John Cross Mirror, January 12, 2018. The standard for press conference questions might have reached an all-time low. Spot the difference. Footy legend Ryan Giggs became close to Kate Greville as his marriage to wife of 10 years Stacey was breaking down. The Sun. January 12, 2018. Life and Times of Three Lions footy idiot Raheem. The Sunday, June 30, 2016. Just wait till Ryan Giggs buys his mum a house. For sale. In light of her central role in the sexism saga that led to Richard Keys and Andy Gray leaving Sky Sports in 2011, it was unfortunate that the team sheet for the Huddersfield v Burnley game listed the assistant referee as Mr. Sean Massey. Charles Sale, Daily Mail. Thanks, Charles. Save the day. Justin Allen has interview West Ham goalkeeper Adrian in The Sun. What was your best save as a Hammer? Allen asks. I remember every one of my saves. But I do remember fondly the 0-0 draw against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge in 2014, my busiest game. They must had 25 to 30 shots on target. Or 9. Recommended reading of the day. Alistair Tweedale on the Premier League's most firing strikers. Richard Fitzpatrick on Philippe Coutinho.